took this leap, right after I took the leap to just say to God, I'm not sure what's going on. It seems like a mess, but I'm all in. I'm just putting my trust in you, and whatever. I know that you're going to take care of me. Yeah.
Oh, it's like there was
yeah, so, okay, so it's been hard since then, and it's, sometimes, well, at the start, it was kind of really, really crazy because I had to tell my parents, and so I quit on a Thursday, and I said, I'm going to write them a letter. I'm sorry, that's how it works sometimes. Sometimes you have to write a letter because then you won't be crying and not making any sense, and they won't be saying, no, you're wrong, because they're going to be reading your letter and not face to face with you, and you can hide and you can like drive somewhere else and not be beaten up. No, I don't get beat up. So yeah, I wrote them a letter on Friday morning, and then I emailed it to them for some reason. It had to be done that way, and then I went to work my last day. And so coming home from work, or all day at work, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go home, they're going to kill me. And so I'm on my way home from work, I'm just kind of stalling, and when I get home, find out that my dad's schedule has changed and he isn't home, which is kind of a relief because, you know, dads are more, you know, scary. But my mom was home, and I asked her, and she was okay, and I'm like, did you read it yet? Read what? I'm like, oh. And sometimes you want things to just be over with. Sometimes you want to stall, but then you feel like you want to stall, but then you really want it to just be over with, but then it wasn't. Anyway, long story short, my mom read it on Friday, and my dad read it on Sunday afternoon or something. It was just all weekend I was just nervous and a wreck and crazy, but I got through, and they didn't kill me. Here. And they didn't really get extremely mad. They didn't explode, and all my worst fears were just not realized. So that was number one. Well, number two, God's love moment for the whole fiasco affair thing. And then, so as it goes on, and it's still going on, I'm still trying to figure out everything, and there's so many messages that come from all sides, and it's just a mess in my head. If you could see inside my head right now, it's like the other thing, like that. It's just a mess, which is part of the reason why I guess I'm such a mess right now trying to tell you this story. But despite all the times, all those days since then that have been really low for me, I've received a lot of love. A lot. I mean, even from people who don't even know my story yet. It's just like God had told them that, hey, Siggy needs a message. Siggy needs to see this picture of two guys holding hands.
Oh, Jordan, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
No, not drums and drums.
No.
But yeah, it's really funny pictures. Siggy needs a laugh today. So send her this. Say this. Try to give her a hug. Just all these little things, or not even like from people. Like God will put on a song on the radio that I like, or that speaks to me. And yesterday.
Come in.
Anyway, whenever that was, that we went to mass, and he played and God played the song for me. And it was just perfect because it was just a second. Let's see, I have some of the lyrics here. And it was just perfect for how I was feeling about feeling lost and feeling afraid about the future and not knowing where this decision that I've made is going to take me and what other decisions I'm going to have to make along the road and the sacrifices and the hurt. And I've begun to see, and from the people that I've been talking about this full-time thing, they just say that it's really hard. I mean, it's like being a missionary. It's like being in another country and not knowing anybody and being persecuted. And I mean, it's not exactly like that, but there are struggles and there are really it's intense. But he says, I will come to you in the silence. I will lift you from all your fear. You will hear my voice. And that speaks to me so much because I keep wanting to hear his voice, of course, but it's hard sometimes. But to hear him say that I will hear his voice means a lot more than just having it in my head, right? And he says, I claim you as my choice. And that goes back to what Derm said about God knowing who we were before he formed us. He knew back then that there was going to be me, that there was going to be each one of you, and what he chose you to be, because each of us has a purpose. And he loves us for that. We are precious to him for the uniqueness, for what he chose us to be. And he says, and I always love this verse, I keep forgetting where it's from, but it says, be still and know I am here. And the chorus is, do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each by name. Come and follow me, I will bring you home. I love you and you are mine. So, going back to where I started, sort of, the devil is taking advantage of us. He's trying to get back at God because he knows that we are precious to him. We are so precious. We are his. I can't explain to you how that fills my heart to know that God loves me in a way that he just wants to hold me forever. I mean, I love being hugged, and I love giving hugs. So right now, I'm for my discernment with full time, I'm fasting from hugs.
Wait till you
So
discern.
nobody can hug me. I cannot hug anybody, and it's tough. But the thing is, people can't hug me. I can't hug people, but I can't stop God from hugging me. And once I think about that, it's just amazing because none of your hugs are ever gonna compete with a Jesus hug. And so just knowing that he's always there for us,